Peace be upon you all. Welcome to English Storytime. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. Today we will talk about the student Wateen and her tragic and heartbreaking story. May Allah have mercy on her. Wateen was the girl who feared her father but did not fear death. This girl, Wateen, was a high school student in one of the schools in the Riyadh region. The story is that she went to school with her phone and her teacher caught her and took her to the principal. As you all know, phones are banned in schools, and the principal called her father, telling him to come and see the phone and what she had done. Wateen, who was terrified of her father, went up to the roof and threw herself off to make sure she would die. She attempted suicide and unfortunately succeeded. May Allah have mercy on her. Dear ones, we don't know what kind of problems she was facing, whether it was with her father, mother, teachers, or even bullying from her peers. But one thing is certain, there was something mysterious and significant in her life, something that drove her to choose death over life. Reaching that point is not easy. My dear ones, do not be too harsh on your children or be overly strict, because we don't want any of them to feel forced to take their own lives. How many of our children are living in the same situation as Wateen? Let's be compassionate towards our children, treat them with kindness, and be gentle with them. Fear Allah regarding your children, as they are a trust you will be questioned about. Honestly, I was deeply saddened by Wateen's story. Wateen had attempted suicide several times, the first being at the age of 13. This in itself is a sign that she wasn't receiving the love and care she needed at home. Every suicide attempt by a child is a cry for help, trying to say that something is happening to them, but many parents ignore this, thinking the child just wants attention. They deprive the child of even basic compassion, and that's what happened with Wateen's mother. Her mother would call her names, say she was jealous of her brother, and ignore her suicide attempts, which were really cries for love and compassion. But when things got worse, the school intervened, and her mother took her to a clinic where they said she had depression and might have trauma. Days went by, and one day Wateen went to school feeling anxious, and she was texting on her phone. One of the administrators found her hiding the phone in a fire hose box. The administrator, Ibtisam, who was known for being harsh, called her out in front of the students, searched her bag and humiliated her. Wateen, scared and crying, begged them not to tell her mother. Ibtisam found the phone and forced her to unlock it by threatening to tell her family. After being pressured, Wateen gave in. There were many messages from a girl named Khulud. Another administrator, Mashal, contacted Wateen's mother, who replied, "That's not my business, call her father." They called her father in the morning, and as he was on his way, Wateen escaped to the school roof. The students saw her on the edge, and one supervisor told her something like, "It's up to you if you want to die, we'll continue our day as usual." She thought this would help the situation, but Wateen, who was looking for a comforting embrace, found none. When her father finally arrived, she jumped, aiming for her head, as if to ensure her death. The police came, and unfortunately they found her dead. May Allah have mercy on her soul. In the end, who is responsible for this crime? The counselor Mashal, who told her to go ahead and kill yourself? Ibtisam, who humiliated her, or her neglectful parents, who never gave her the warmth she needed? Listen to what one of her teachers had to say. "We were all shaken. I didn't see Wateen as a bad girl at all. She was just troubled. When I talked to her, she seemed very mature, beyond her years." Wateen was not just any girl. She had her struggles, and unfortunately, no one reached out to her until it was too late. Dear ones, this was the heartbreaking story of Wateen, the student who took her own life. Please pray for her, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.